What up, guys? It is Wednesday, July 4th. We're out here. We've kind of been in some areas around here, but I know there's more antlers in here, so we're going to try for a few hours, 3-4 hours. If we're not finding some stuff, we're going to move. We have had a few finds this week already. I did a few after work trips, but hopefully we get into some antlers and we'll get back with you guys and get some stuff posted today. We'll see you later.
Okay, we are here on the 4th of July. Just started our hike like 10 minutes ago. Trent kind of has me in a really grassy open area, and I was kind of discouraged because this is such a good spot. I'm thinking there's no way it hasn't been hit because it's right in between two roads. But I think I'm seeing an antler. And I'm gonna walk over there. It is, which is crazy that somebody hasn't found this. Awesome. Okay, well that encourages me to search out this area a little bit more. Nice. It's awesome. Okay, well that's a really good start to our 4th of July hike, and hopefully we can find some really good stuff today, but we'll get back to you guys in a little bit. So I just loaded this antler onto my pack and looked up, and there is an old chalker right there. Okay, looks like I will be hiking a crap load of grass today. See what else I can find. Alright, I've been circling around this grassy area up top where I just found those two, the chalker in that first one, and I dropped down off the side and down, straight down there right by that tree. I can see another one. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna hike down there and see what I got. So I'm thinking Trent hasn't bought me binoculars on purpose because he wants me to get more cardio by having to walk to every freaking stick that I think is an antler. But I'm hoping he invests in one for me soon, even though this one from far away I could tell was an antler. So it just blows my freaking mind that this place hasn't been hit. It is so close to so many roads. When I needed a day like this, we've been hiking in cedars a lot lately, deer areas, because it's closer to our house. I'm so excited to be in the pines again. So this is number 3 if you count that ancient chalker, and we seriously haven't even been hiking for 30 minutes, so this is looking like it's going to be an awesome day. We'll get back to you guys in a little bit. So I found that last antler over there around that corner, around the bend, and been kind of hiking this draw just to see if there's anything else down here, and I hadn't found anything until I just found this little spike. So it actually looks pretty old. I think it's been down here for a little while, but we'll add it to the pack and keep going.
And we've been hiking for about an hour. Tia already has 4. She found 2 right next to each other within the first 10 minutes of our hike today, but I'm kind of following on this trail. Let me flip this around. So there's a trail that comes up top, and I just kind of jumped off, but I looked down and there's an antler right there. You see it? Let me go down and check it out. Looks like a little 5-point. Looks like last year's brown to me, maybe. Looks like there's another trail right there, so I need to hike that. Looks like they're in and off both these trails. Little tiny guy. Yeah, I'd say that's last year's brown. Well, hopefully that's the first of more to come today, so that's 5 already. Tia's got 4 and I've got 1. Let's see what else we can find. Check this out. I got a little hanger. It's pretty rad. Another little 5-point old chalky one. Just stuck in between those 2 trees. Crazy. Well, that's my second one. I'm gonna keep following along the edge of this canyon, see what else we can find. Alright, I got some picks. Get pulled out of there. Little 5, been here a long time. It's got some moss, lichen stuff growing on it. Let's see what else we can find. Well, I've been hiking through this canyon. I just have those 2 antlers. I just jumped up on this log, and I think I see my first brownie. See it right there? Another little 5-point. Let's go check it out. It's like a left side. I actually have 2 right sides already. Yep, that's a brownie. Still got a little bit of velvet on that back end. But that feels pretty good. That's my 3rd one, and last I talked to Tia, she's got 4. I bet she has 1 or 2 more by then. But we'll keep looping around, see what else we can find.
Okay, it's actually been a little while since I found that last spike. So I've just been trying to cover as much ground as I can, especially in this grassy area, and I just rounded a corner, saw some tines. Looks like it's from this year, and I'm walking up on it. Nice. A little smaller 6-point, but it's nice getting into something. Haven't found anything too incredible today, but I'm happy to be finding anything. So circle around this area, see if I can find the other side of this guy.
That's the brown.
Yeah. I don't know.
Little 6-point. Yeah, it's a brownie. Still has a wax ring on it.
This is that chalker
Spike
I found. This is the very first one I found.
Yeah, it's a brown.
Yeah.
Kind of
It was in the wide open.
Hmm.
It's hard to tell, huh?
No, it's still a brown, but he fell off earlier. He's pretty wide on that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's a 7-point. That's pretty cool.
This one looks old. It's got some cracking. But
That could be a set right there, to be honest. There's one, yeah, that's a set.
that's weird, because they were pretty far away from each other.
Yeah, same fronts, same thirds,
Weird.
same swords.
Huh.
That's definitely a set.
Wow. It's pretty cool.
One was more in the open, I'll bet. One was...
Yeah. And then this is that smaller.
Yeah, that's how mine are. Little 4 or 5 points.
Yep. So, that's it.
Right on. Not bad for 3.5 hours. Found a brown set. Pretty sweet. Well, we're going to move spots, guys. We've been here for about 3.5 hours. We ended up with 8 sheds. We're going to go find our second spot. I'm not sure where we're going yet. We'll get back with you. So here's what we ended up with for our morning hike. Hiked for 3.5 hours. Tia found 5 and I found 3. She found those 2. I found that. She found that set. Didn't realize it was a set. That's a last year's brown. That's a chalk I found. She found that chalker. So there's 8 sheds in this morning's location. So we're going to move spots. For the second part of the day, I'm not sure where we're going yet, but we're going to figure that out right now. I'll get back with you guys. Well, we moved locations. This is our second spot of the day. It's been about 20 minutes. And there's my first antler. Surprises me because it's a deer shed. We're in an elk area, but I'm gonna keep looking around, keep heading north, see what else we can find. We're supposed to meet back at the truck at 4 o'clock and it's almost 2, so we still got 2 more hours.
All right, we're in our afternoon hike. Just moved locations and we've been hiking for about 10 to 15 minutes, and I just stumbled upon my first shed, and I'm guessing it's older since it's a white color or border white. 5 point. It's like I said, my first of the afternoon, and hopefully we can get into a couple. We're not going to spend too much more time out here, so pick this up and keep going.
I'm hiking this old fire road. I've been kind of looking over the edge, looking down. It's about to head up this way. Just happened to look up and almost walked right past this 6-pointer. Man, that's actually a decent bull right there. Old chalker. I don't know if we can match him up or not. Let me keep looking around. Let me get some pictures. That's a pretty sweet bull. It's got a weird G1, freaking curves down. Nice G2, kind of weak on the back end, but I'll take it. It's a better bull than what I've been finding in here, so see what else we can find. Well, it's 3:16. Supposed to meet at the truck at 4. I've got 2 on my pack, and here's another old ragger right here up on this flat top. So I'm gonna keep looping around and see what else I can find. Still got 45 more minutes. But that is my 6th antler of the day. So see what else we can find. Alright, so we just did a 2.5 hour hike in the second area. I found that brown right side deer shed. Tia found this 5-point. I found that old chalky big 6, and I found that little ragger. So I ended with 6 and Tia ended with 6 today, so it's not a bad day. It's about 3:30 right now. We didn't even put in a full day yet, so we might hit one more spot on the way back. If not, it's 4th of July. We might just go home and relax. We did pretty good this week. I think we have close to 21 sheds, so I might call it quits. But thanks for watching. We appreciate it, guys, and we'll do a cleanup of everything we found this week when we get home. Well, it is Tuesday afternoon after work. It's about 4:45. Just started my hike about 15 minutes ago. I see my first brownie. Looks like a deer shed. Can you see it? Right there? Let's go check it out. Well, not really what I was expecting. I was expecting to find some elk sheds. I can't tell if it's been chewed on. It's definitely a brown from this year though. Pretty sweet. I'm gonna look around and see if we can match them up. Hiking through this wash. I just came from up there. That first deer shed was up there in the grassy area. Surprisingly, I see another little tiny 3-point right here. Looks like from last year or the year before. I bet it was buried in water last year. It's so dry this year, there's no water. It's got ants all over it. But that's pretty cool. That's the second one in the last 30-40 minutes. So hopefully I run into some elk. Alright, I've been kind of hiking down that draw. Came up on the side, been following this elk trail. I have those 2 deer sheds. I see my first brown elk shed finally. Doesn't look very big, but let's go check it out. Still just hiking after work. Man, it's already chewed on. It's like a little 5-point or something. Guess it could be from last year. I'll bet it's from last year. Well, there's my first elk shed, so maybe that means I'm in a good spot finally. I got those 2 deer sheds. I just saw a velvet bull elk about a half-mile back. Maybe this is finally their spot. Well, I'm up here walking this cliff edge. I look down and I see an antler finally. We're still missing 3 right side 4-point buck sheds in this area. I'm hoping that's one of them. Let me go down there and check it out. I don't know if we even still have these antlers. Might have already sold them to Corbin. But no, gosh dang it, that's another left side. Man, this is crazy. That is another left side antler. Another 4-point. It's probably just an earlier year off these guys. So we found at least 5 or 6 left sides, and I think we only have 2 right sides in here. So I'm gonna keep looping around, see what else we can find, but man, this is crazy. Kind of following some fresh tracks and some sign. Finally just hit my first antler. Looks like maybe a hard white. I bet he's an older buck. Look how big he is, but he's just getting smaller. But hopefully I'm finally getting into the spot where they're hanging out. Let me get some pictures, see what else we can find. It's pretty wide. It's kind of a funky buck. I bet he's an older buck. Just a big 2-point with an extra coming in the middle. But see what else we can still hiking. I got this cool old 2-point. I got another left side antler. Looks like a hard white from last year. Man, look at that base on that thing. So there's those 2 deer, both left sides. Double eye guard on that one, just a little 4-point, but man. Look at that base. Pretty cool. I got 2 left sides, now I gotta find the right sides, which for me is usually impossible. But we'll see what we can find. Oh, I found 2 deer sheds over there. We kind of been hiking up, and I see another little tiny guy right there by that bush. Let's go check it out. Yeah, maybe. That's number 3. See what else we can run into. Well, happy 4th of July. This is some of the antlers that we found this week. We ended up with about 22 sheds. We're still finding some browns. Tia found that 6x7 set. It's a tiny bull, but still a pretty cool one. He might be a big bull here in a couple of years. Found another brown, some hard whites, a lot of chalk still. My friend Kirk's son found that one down at Unit 23. I picked that antler up from him. Maybe there's some more antlers down there. We got a couple of nice deer sheds. My friend Darren, I picked those up from him. But so far this week we ended up with 22 sheds. That does include some of these spikes. There's even a deadhead or a set that I found that was sold chalky. I just didn't even bring it home. But we appreciate you guys watching. Obviously we're still out pounding the hills, putting on the miles and loading down some antlers. So I think this puts us at around 290 antlers on the year so far. So we're getting almost 2/3 of the way to our goal. I don't know quite if we're gonna make it there. We drew some deer tags for later this season, and I'm probably gonna divert some of my energies to scouting and cameras. But we appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and share this with your friends. And thanks. We'll see you guys later.